A Kentucky State Trooper gains viral status for his good deed. Plus, a hospital facing a multi-million-dollar lawsuit for breaking a decades-old agreement with a sperm donor. And just how fast can you text? What new research finds about speed texting. It's On starts now. Good afternoon, everybody. It's Thursday, October 3rd. I'm Jennifer Palumbo alongside Toby Brown. We're used to having you out and doing fun things, and today you're here in the studio.
Yes, I love it here.
I know.
You know, it's nice to switch it up.
Yes.
You know,
and
nice
you picked the right day to be here because we have, not only do we have Blaze Pizza, we're going to be eating pizza.
Woohoo.
We also have McGee's Bakery, which was just recently featured in People magazine. So we're going to tell you about the national recognition they're getting for their pie. So we're going to be chowing down today. You excited about that?
I am very excited about that. Yes, I've heard so much about Blaze Pizza. I've never actually had it, so I'm excited.
Oh, you're going to get to try it. Yeah. And maybe if you're
First
lucky, you'll even
time.
break out in song again today. I say it's always a good show when we get to hear Toby sing. So we'll try to
Lord
figure
have
out a way
mercy.
to make that happen.
She's my only fan. She's
No,
my only fan.
not true at all. You know, it is Throwback Thursday, and each week we feature a photo of our staff and one sent to us by a viewer. So let's start off with you, my friend. Tell us about this throwback pic.
Okay, so this is me and my mom. Look at my little afro. It cracks me up just
Look at
checking
that
this
smile.
out.
It's just,
But
you
my
have the greatest
mother
smile.
is a beauty queen. She is just a timeless and flawless beauty. I love this. This was definitely in the 70s.
How old were you in this? Do you even know?
One, I think. I don't know, probably
Yeah,
one and a half.
That reminds me of those Olin Mills, you know, where you would sit there and you'd have your like arms folded on top of the log, and they'd have that nice fake background behind you. That is an awesome
It cracks me
throwback
up. I mean,
picture.
look, she's looking like Charlie's Angels right there. Denim,
Yeah.
you know, jumpsuit, and then I don't know what I had on, but I'm excited to be there.
You're looking at
Yes.
something off to the side. It must have been something good. All right. Well, now to our viewer photo. We want to thank Linda Eves of Lexington, who sent us this sweet photo. She says it's from around 1957. She's the one in the middle. She has her cousin Lynn on the left and Diane on the right. I love the baby picture. You know, she's looking at her like, you know, you just wonder,
I love black and white photos, period. You know,
I still do
it's
that
just,
now. I mean,
yeah.
you know, and like that is such a sweet vintage
They're timeless.
moment. And,
exactly.
Yeah, I
It's
just
a
love
classic. It's cute.
Yeah, it really, she's like, what are you talking about?
I know.
So if you have a throwback picture that you'd like to share, just send a message to us to the It's On Facebook page with a photo and a caption, and we may use it on the show like we just did. So again, a lot going on today. Blaze Pizza, they are part of the Pizza Wars, and McGee's Bakery in Lexington being nationally recognized. And you did a shoot with Athens West Theater Company in Lexington, and I'm really excited about this play because my kids are going to see this on Friday night.
I mean, I did do a little shoot. It's awesome. Their production of Brighton Beach Memoirs by Neil Simon, which begins tomorrow, and it runs through the 20th. You can catch what I did coming up on the 11th. Everybody there was so nice. They are so geared up. So break a leg, as we say,
Yes.
In the theater department.
It's at the
Yes.
Downtown Arts Center across the street from the Downtown Library, and people can still get tickets right now, opening nights tomorrow.
I think it's right beside Alfalfa's, that restaurant
right.
there, right beside there. So very easy to find.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's going to be awesome.
It's
I'm
gonna be
excited about
great.
that. Yes.
All right, so let's take a look at what's on now. And we are starting with a Kentucky State Trooper, Aaron Hampton. He's gone viral after this photo was snapped at a restaurant and posted to Facebook. The 27-year-old and his fellow troopers were eating at a Mexican restaurant in Munfordville on September 29th. And according to Karen Cox, her daughter's 3-month-old son was being a little fussy. Cox says they were taking turns holding the baby. And when the mom, Tabitha Corbett, had to stand up holding the baby in one arm and trying to eat with the other, that's when Trooper Hampton asked if he could hold the baby. Cox says her grandson doesn't like strangers, but went right to Trooper Hampton. He's a first-time father with a 15-month-old, so he knows a little bit about babies. And Corbett told the New York Post it was absolutely heartwarming. And when asked how he feels about his newfound internet fame, Trooper Hampton told the Post in his words, "I don't know how to feel. I've never experienced anything like this." He also said he's always been taught to prioritize service over selves. What a great moment, though. You know, just, I mean, as moms, all the moms know, you've been there. You're out to eat, and your child, whether it's a baby or it's a toddler or you know, however old, and you just want somebody to help you. And in this case, in that moment, he saw that she just literally needed a helping hand, and he gave it to her by holding the baby.
I love that. A lot of people, they're here to protect and serve,
Yes.
not that they're on baby duty or nanny duty.
Right.
But, I love that he really jumped in there, and that just shows the spirit, behind the badge, because
Yes.
that's what it's all about.
That's right.
I love that.
Going above and beyond.
Yes.
Yeah.
He could have probably a part-time job, babysitting.
Yeah. Well, he's got a lot going on at home, too. So there's
probably,
that.
yes.
Well, an Oregon doctor is suing a hospital over a sperm donation he made decades ago. The facility is accused of misusing the donation.
CNN's John Lorink, and I hope that I'm saying that correctly, reports the reporter package as follows.
Oregon Health and Science University facing a fraud lawsuit after a former medical student says it broke an agreement. Dr. Bryce Cleary donated sperm to OHSU's fertility clinic in 1989. His lawsuit says he was promised only 5 children would be produced and that they would be born to women who lived on the East Coast. However,
the genetic material was distributed locally in an incredibly irresponsible manner.
According to the $5,250,000 lawsuit, at least 17 children were born from Cleary's sperm, and many of them live in Oregon.
OHSU committed fraud on Dr. Cleary and then profited from ignoring that agreement.
Last year, Cleary was contacted by 2 women who said they discovered he was their father through Ancestry.com and the clinic. Cleary then did his own test with the website and discovered his paternal link to other children in the area.
Knowing that you were a product of fraud against somebody else is emotionally overwhelming.
The lawsuit claims there was a high chance some of the children were raised in the same community as Cleary, his wife, and their own 4 children. The hospital released a statement saying it treats any allegation of misconduct with the gravity it deserves, but could not comment on the case due to patient privacy obligations.
OHSU has been deceitful and reckless. Their actions have caused irreparable harm.
I'm John Lawrence reporting.
The lawsuit says the facility did not keep records of where the sperm was used, so the number of his children is unknown. It's just a crazy story, and Ancestry.com is how they pieced all the pieces of the puzzle together. It's just wild.
I have no idea what to say about that story. I did my DNA. I'm glad that I didn't have you have 2 sisters that are matching your profile. I did think that it was interesting though through Ancestry how they do all of those things, but thank God I didn't have any unknown.
None of those
siblings.
issues. Well, here's another issue, the college admission scandal. It was a huge story this year. Well, now it's trending for a new reason. This is no surprise. It's been turned into a Halloween costume. The costume features an orange crop top and pants set, complete with an inmate number, likely a jab at actress Felicity Huffman, who will report to prison this month for 2 weeks. That's her sentence for paying $15,000 to have her daughter's SAT score raised. The costume sells for $70 and can be found on the Yandy website. The company also made headlines this season when it released the sexy Mr. Rogers costume that we told you about a few weeks ago. So this is their latest controversial take for Halloween.
Yandy comes up with a lot of different things.
Yes.
Forget speed typing. Apparently, a lot more people are speed texting. A new study out says that people are texting on their mobile devices nearly as fast as they can type. Researchers looked at the speed and accuracy of 37,000 people in 160 countries. They found those in the study texted on an average around 36 words per minute. If they used both of their thumbs, their speed increased to 38 words on average. Researchers say the findings vary depending on the generation. They say that participants between the age of 10 and 19 texted 10 words a minute faster than those in their 40s.
I don't text with my thumbs. I think it's just because my thumbs are too big because I'd be hitting 3 letters at one time.
I saw my cousin Tara do it. I'm going to be honest with you. I never do it either because I've just been, this.
Yeah.
And then she was just going to town and I was like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
That's just so crazy.
I know. I'm so old. I took typing in high school.
Well,
but I've always been a really fast typer because of that class. So it's one of those things just transfers on to the cell phone.
I'll be honest with you, my thumbs hurt after a while just because I'm not used to it. I did try it, but
no. Okay, well, Instagram is rolling out a new feature and it's aimed at stopping cyberbullies. It's called Restrict, and it gives users the power to keep certain users' comments invisible to others. Comments from restricted users are visible to the commenter and user whose profile the comment was made on, but not to anyone else. The The restricted person will not be made aware they've been restricted or be able to see if the user who restricted them has seen their direct messages. The social media platform says restricting is less likely to result in worse bullying than blocking. It also helps users monitor bullying behavior. This is such a problem on social media, so good for them for trying to do something to put a stop to it.
Yes, I totally agree.
Well, a teacher in California has come up with a special way to make her deaf students feel more represented. When Genesis Pollitron realized there weren't any dolls that resembled her students with hearing problems, she decided to craft her own. The teacher added glittery hearing aids and cochlear implants to new dolls for the school. She said she wants her students to see themselves in toys and feel accepted. She says her students were surprised and excited to see the dolls, and the dolls have not been put down since. That is great that they're doing that. Well, even more people can now shout Uno. Did you ever play Uno?
I loved Uno.
I love
Are you kidding
Uno.
me? I'm
Yeah.
the Uno champion.
Yeah. Well, Mattel has just made a Braille version of the popular card game. With more than 7 million blind and low vision people in the U.S., Mattel decided to work with the National Federation of the Blind to make it happen. The deck will feature Braille dots on the corner of each card. There's also Braille on the front and back of the box. And there's even an Uno set for people who are colorblind. I'm surprised it took this long for them to do that. That's great.
Oh, I know, and they've been around forever. I'm with you. It's about time. Will Smith is heading back to his Fresh Prince roots with the threads to match. He is getting into the world of the athleisure.
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 Yeah, it's kinda like
okay.
the leggings you're rocking right now.
His new clothing and accessory line is called Bel Air Athletics. It cracks me up. Inspired by his hit 90s sitcom, The Fresh Prince of Bel Air. The 26-piece limited collection is a nod to Bel Air Academy, the prep school that his character went to on the show, and everything from t-shirts to socks to hats, and even tracksuits. Bel Air Athletics will be available on Smith's online shop through October on the 14th.
Here's your chance to sing. You can sing the theme song from The Fresh Prince of Bel Air. Did you watch that show? I loved that show.
I loved that show. Are you kidding me? Smell you later. You know, I loved it. Jazz was always getting in trouble and getting kicked out. But I think that this is actually hilarious. I thought that they were bringing back that sitcom. So is this like the whole leading up to it?
If not, they should.
Yeah,
it was
I heard
great.
that they were doing a remake, but he was going to be like a professor or something.
Yeah, I guess they
that's
have
just
to
what
make
I
him-
heard. I don't know
yeah.
if that's true or not. So don't
Well, if
hold
it's
me
not,
to that.
it's a great idea.
Jim Carrey is known for making millions of people laugh, and now he's hoping to have just as many people reading. The 57-year-old actor-comedian is working on a new novel. The publishing company, Alfred A. Knopf, I hope I'm saying that correctly too, announced that Carey's new project Wednesday, the book Memoirs and Misinformation, will share his take on subjects like celebrity, acting, and romance. The publisher describes it as a fearless and semi-autobiographical demonstration of persona. Carey is writing the book with a co-author. Memoirs and Misinformation is set to hit the shelves May 2020.
All right, well, Blaze Pizza is cooking up a bigger version of their famous artisanal pies.
It's on time next. It's pizza time.